Hej, siemanko. W dzisiejszym odcinku porobimy sobie jakieś zadania poboczne, także witam i zapraszam.
What are you two talking about then?
Ah, the worthy gent is interested in our discourse. An honor indeed.
What's your name?
My name is Henry.
Then sit, noble Enrico, and give your verdict on our dispute.
Aye, don't be shy. Come and sit with us.
It's Henry. H-E-N... Whatever.
Ah, any tanner or bathhouse boy could be called Henry. Enrico is nobilissimo.
Oh, for the love of God. Will you just tell me what you were discussing?
Ah, it's just that my dear friend George here is a vulgar louse who knows as much about the art of poetry as a baying donkey.
To tell the truth, my last encounter with verse didn't end all that well.
Really? Come on, let's discuss it over a beer.
Man to man, poet to poet.
But I wouldn't exactly say I was...
Sit.
So, are you going to tell me what you're talking about?
It's about nothing less than the very essence of the art of poetry.
And also about the fact that Michael here hasn't got his oats for ages and it's got his brain in a twist.
Kindly ignore our friend George here. He's been a simple soul ever since he was dropped on his head as a baby.
Oh, freedom. I figured out poetry ain't to be found in inspiration from the muse. All the truth in the world is right there in ale, roast pig, and fucking.
To the point where fornication and drinking leave no time for actual composing. Better to forego the pleasures of the flesh and give oneself to art. Honorate l'altissima poeta.
Aye, aye. Keep your hair on, mate. As I said, he's not in his right mind. He once met an Italian poet, and ever since he thinks he's Dante Alighieri.
Alighieri, you dolt. So what do you think, Enrico? Where should a poet seek inspiration?
Well, I rather doubt it's to be found in beer or some wench's cleavage. Those might be nice to look at, but an artist should seek inspiration in higher things.
My very words. Let's drink to that.
However you look at it, you, my friend, as a worldly,
And highborn,
clever,
experienced,
intrepid,
unique.
in short, just the right fella.
You might be able to help us out with something.
What are you after?
Enrico, we are in need of an adventurer.
My name's Henry. H-E-N... something...
In short, Enrico, we're in need of an adventurer, a man of action, a man of goodwill, a man of knowledge, a man,
A fucking good fella.
a fellow who helps his fellow man, aspiring minstrels.
If only you knew, mate, what genius is sleeping in our throats. Songs just waiting for a voice to raise you to the heights of glory.
Imagine it. An ode to Henry, the hapless, hoe-wielding hero, harassing the heartless hordes of
Humans?
That's it! Hark, Henry the Lionheart! The only thing missing for you to achieve glory is...
A lute! We need a lute!
All right, but where would I even get a thing like that?
In the words of the poet, una volta corre il cane, e una altra la lepre. He who seeks shall find, or something like that.
And finding it won't be hard. We've done a bit of snooping, and there's only one in these parts.
It's hanging all forlorn on a wall at the carpenter's in Troskowitz. The house directly opposite the Rathaus.
It ain't no use to him, but he won't sell it, the tight ass.
While if it were in our hands...
In our hands, it will sing like a nun on Sunday.
And it will be the torch lighting our way from this provincial purgatory to the gates of Kuttenberg.
Torch? Shit, you want to fucking burn it?
Ah, it's a metaphor, you ignorant oaf.
All right, I'll see what I can do. Please just quieten down for a bit.
I'll be right with you.
Sit. Stay. Oh, a nice instrument. Maybe I should learn to play it and become a wandering minstrel.
Oops.
Why is this open? Nobody's here. Shit. I wonder if anything's missing. I'd better look at my chests.
Przypał.
Good day.
I've got that loot for you.
Incredible! Magnificent! Fascinating!
You really got it. Give me that lovely thing so I can fondle her.
Such a noble instrument is just begging to celebrate art and life.
It's like it's saying, hey, with me in your hands, you'll be able to grab any wench you want.
How can you take such a fine thing and abuse it for vulgar gain?
Abuse? No, friend. Put to good use.
Come on, play me something, will you?
Give me a moment. I just have to hold it like this, and...
What's that you up there? Hey, let me see. How the hell do you hold it? Anna has tiny tits, like a pair of cherry pits. Uh-oh.
Christ, no!
The idiot broke the strings!
What are you doing, you idiot? Do you know what I had to do to get that loot?
I'm sorry, but... mate, I best be off now, eh?
Fuck! Shit! You fucking whoreson! Your ma should have dumped
Duży
you on the
błąd.
manure heap the moment you were born. What's gonna happen with that loot?
Use it for firewood. It'll burn nicely with that lacquer.
What? Henry, sick him! I mean, give him what for?
Your face is going to end up like that loot, you brute.
Z przyjemnością.
I'll kill you.
Rip his cock off.
Don't defend our
I surrender. I surrender.
Czekaj, co?
This could come in handy.
Had enough? Give up?
Yeah. Stop whacking me, will you?
Nie uderzyłem cię nawet.
Go on, fuck off. And be glad I didn't rip your balls off.
Just wait, you bastard. Until next time.
Delicate weave of my poetic dream is rent.
Ah! Are you right in the head?
No chyba kpisz. Kiesku, przepraszam. Przełgłeś pałę. Także ten.
Greetings.
Greetings to you.
Look at this mess, Henry. That booze-soaked oaf broke the strings.
It's the fucking 8th plague of
Duży
Egypt.
błąd.
What are we going to do?
All is lost. A dark cloud has descended upon us. We'll be grubbing dung till the end of our lives.
Farewell, Kuttenberg. Farewell, city damsels.
We could replace those strings with new ones, couldn't we?
Look, old pal. Henry himself is offering to lend a hand.
The hunter Vostatek
Kobieto.
told me once that he made some strings for someone. He can make some for us.
Vostatek? I know him. In fact, he owes me.
Really? Damn. Too bad he doesn't owe us. Who knows what he'll charge me and Michael for the strings?
Sometimes the price is just too high to pay.
Especially when you ain't got a groschen to your name.
All right. I'll go and see what he
Nie
says.
wiem, po co im pomagam w
All
sumie.
praise and glory to you. May you and all your kin be honored for 7 generations for all you have done for us unfortunate artists.
And what can I get for you?
Blessings to you. I'm trying to get strings for a lute, and I hear you know all about that.
I do, but it ain't so straightforward. You have to sacrifice an animal for that.
You mean an altar? Candles, mysterious chanting and stuff?
Nah, nothing like that. You just have to get a sheep, find the thinnest gut, and weave strings from it. You can eat the rest.
I don't know how to gut animals.
Well, you're just gonna have to learn. Run along to the woods and bag a deer or a few hares, eh? You won't get much of any use out of them at first, but after a bit of practice, you'll get there.
And meanwhile, I'll clear half your forest of game.
You'd have your work cut out, lad. But if you'd rather, you can always buy those guts from a butcher.
All right. I'll get the guts somewhere.
The Takov folk have sheep aplenty. If you killed one, they wouldn't even notice. It would serve that bastard Trochę right anyway. He's put up the price of his liquor again.
I'll
Szukam
have a
pana
look at the
ptaszka.
wares.
Też możemy zapytać, ale niechętnie. I to też chcę. Czy jedne wystarczą? No siema. Kupiłem jelita.
I've got that sheep gut for you.
I hope you killed the poor creature before you pulled it out of its rectum. Or did you chicken out and buy it somewhere?
Kijcie
None
to.
I care. Wait here a while and I'll make them strings for you.
No, w końcu się przydasz do czegoś. To miło.
Health.
Peter and Stanton.
No siema.
I've got those strings for you.
Ah, how the hills shall ring out in gladness to their glorious sound.
We'll fix the loot and head off for Kuttenberg, fame and fortune. All praise to you, friend.
Right. I hope that's all you need.
If only, Henry, old pal. It's just there's still one little fuck up. Friend, we have a problem. The innkeeper doesn't want us to leave. Says Kuttenberg isn't the place for us.
Can you imagine? He who never set foot outside his village wants to block 2 free souls in their path to fame.
And fortune.
And recognition.
And under the skirts of town maidens.
Beast. In short, dear friend, you must have a word with him. You're worldly wise. He's sure to listen more to you than to us.
Hang on. How can the innkeeper keep you from going anywhere?
Well, you know, he's incapable of grasping that the artistic soul needs to fly as free as a bird.
Aye, he's an
Ignoramus.
Besides, we owe him a bit of coin.
Co wy mi tutaj gadacie?
Well, why don't you pay him back then?
That's just it. We'd love to. We could always scrape together a few groschen.
But it's not coin he's after. He wants us to work off our debt.
To rozcie dupkę.
He lets you two drink on credit. How so?
Because he's a damn crook.
He knows we can't pay back our debt outright, but he counts every wretched sip we take and adds it to the burden we have to shoulder.
I'll have a word with him and we'll see what happens.
That's the spirit.
Let's drink to that.
O, zadłużaj się dalej. Świetny pomysł. Dzień dobry, śpicie państwo może? Kim jesteś? Dobra, poczekam do rana. No siema. Chłopaki utonęli.
Where did you say the lads who found the water goblin's treasure go swimming?
Near the pier on the Rock Tower Pond.
I'm afraid I've got bad news. I found the lads, but they were dead. They drowned.
Christ almighty. I told them they should have returned the treasure. Those poor lads. Such foolishness. Thanks anyway. I'll let the Troskowitz gravedigger know. He'll bury them.
Nie pamiętam, że ich znalazłem nawet.
I hear Michael and George have run up a small debt with you.
A small debt?
No i
They owe
ile?
me a whole heap of work, my friend.
Podaj
Months
cenę.
ago, I told them to dig a hole for shit behind the barn, and I'm still waiting. There's a privy there, but now it's full. The shit has nowhere to go but downhill. It's flowing down to the bathhouse. The other day, they promised that if I poured them a drink, they'd haul sacks of chaff to the barn. They boozed for free all night and swathed down sausages till they were as greasy as a cart axle. But that chaff is still out in the damp and rain.
Can't they just pay what they owe you?
This has nothing to do with the coin. Those two need to learn some responsibility. Damn their idle hands. Nothing can cure their laziness but labour.
So, haul some sacks and empty the latrine. And then the debt is paid?
Aye, but I'll bet my boots that even if those two miraculously got off their asses, they'd still manage to rack up another debt in no time.
Fellas, about those jobs you're supposed to do.
We? But dear friend, we're artists.
Why don't you do it yourselves?
What? Surely you can't be serious.
You expect artists to grab hold of a shovel? But that's going against nature. We have to compose new songs now. Being a poet is hard work, you know.
Oh, well. I suppose I'll have to do it myself.
I knew you'd never leave us stuck.
You won't be sorry. We'll pay you back in gold for every single turd.
W końcu pewnie tak.
So, well, eh? Greetings, friend.
Roboty! Kaj to kłaść, szefie? Ile? I pyk ostatni.
Oh, damn. This is throwing my back out. From my neck to my arse.
Narzekaj, będzie dobrze. I co tu mam zrobić? Kop dziurę.
We'll need a spade for this.
Mam na koniu. Co nie?
Oh, good grief. What on earth are they eating to shit this out? I should have ditched those.
What can I do for you?
I need to take a load off.
You're already undressed. That's a new one.
Hehe, w sumie.
I'd like to get to know one of your pretty bathmates.
Don't worry. Once my girls get their hands on you, you'll forget all your sorrows. At least for a little while.
I can't wait.
Excellent. Pay up and we can get started.
I'll gladly pay you.
Great. My girls will take good care of you, Henry.
The jobs have been done. Like you wanted.
But you did the donkey work while those two just slouched off, eh?
Yep.
Fuck. How is that supposed to drum the idleness out of them?
It won't. But what can you do?
Nothing. The job's done, so the debt is settled, I suppose. Michael and George can go to the devil for all I care.
Thanks. I'm sure they'll be delighted.
Sooner or later, someone will wring their necks anyway. Not everyone will be as soft on them as me.
From dusk till dawn.
Dobra,
Go
wypierdalać.
Squared things with the innkeeper. Your debt's been settled.
Our savior. We knew you'd support our artistic souls and save our mortal bodies.
May your name live in glory.
Your glory shall be sealed by the song we wrote for you.
Oh my god, what have you done?
Fuck yeah. For you and about you, our hero.
O nie.
Definitely not going to sing those words, right?
Which words?
You know exactly
I'm
the words.
just joking. Right, you ready?
Can't tune the strings.
You've got one job. Good? Right.
When it seems you're out of luck,
There's just one man who gives a fuck.
a friend who'll never leave you stuck. Now who can that friend be?
Well,
Ludiak?
Henry, our hero Henry, the fellow who helps his fellow man. Henry, reliable Henry, he gets the job done the best he can. Oh, oh, oh. Watch out, watch out, here we go. Oh, oh, oh. I can't hear you in the back.
When you want to string your lute and trumpet with your back drum,
Who will pull the
the sheep got out, through the creatures wrecked home. Oh, Henry, we thank you, Henry, the fellow who helps his fellow man.
His fellow man.
Henry, let's drink to Henry. He gets the job done the best he can. Yeah!
Także ten.
So, how did you like it?
Weren't we fantastic? I tell you, that loot really gave it a punch.
I'd say we were incomparable. Chi la dura la vince. You can't keep a good man down. The world awaits us.
Awaits us with open arms.
No, to było ciekawe.
It was quite interesting.
Interesting?
I mean, I never heard anything like it in my life.
Ah, you want to say new? New and original?
Yeah, that's it. Definitely original. Maybe a bit too much.
Ha! I knew you'd like it.
Dear Enrico, thank you for everything. It's time for us to shake the dust of this God-forsaken place off our feet and seek our fortune in the big wide world.
Gutenberg, here we come!
New life, here we come.
Powodzenia.
I wish you good fortune. Maybe we'll meet again one day.
If you come to Gutenberg, you will surely hear of us. Farewell.
Farewell!
Do zobaczenia. Siemanko. Jaką masz misję dla mnie?
You're having trouble with the Takovites?
I'd say it's time to get payback for all those shenanigans up there. You look like you might be
Okay.
good at that sort of thing. And since you're already here, why don't you help me out? Trust me, I'll make it worth your while. What do you say?
Spoko.
Sure. If there's something bothering you, I'd be happy to help.
Listen up then. Those snotty Takovite bastards have this nice maypole in their village.
A mają.
They're so proud of it, you'd think it's a gift from the king himself. Especially Project. Nothing would teach them a lesson better than stealing it and putting it up on display here. Just to spite them.
Okay.
So all I have to do is take their maypole and bring it to you.
Aye, exactly. But be careful no one sees you take it. It'll be even better if they don't even know it's missing. Besides, if they catch you, they'll beat the shit out of you. So be careful.
All right. I'll be careful. Thanks.
Excellent. But even if something goes wrong, don't go clobbering anyone over the head. Understand? All I want to do is piss Trochę off.
You want to do what to him?
Piss him off. You know? Mess with him. For stealing our maypole and our pasture. But remember, no violence. All right?
Of course. I wouldn't hurt a fly. You can count on me.
But go ahead and talk to Trochę. At least you'll see what an asshole he is.
Juma w biały dzień następuje, uwaga.
I'm too conspicuous during the day. Better to try at night.
No się teraz tu nikogo nie ma, stary. Tu się zaczaje. Kurwa, pilnują tego? Marzec.
I can't chop it with my bare hands.
Czy co? Jak mam to zrobić, jak to jest koleś? Po cichutku. Ty się tu prześpi? Dobra, nic ci nie zabieram, biedaku.
I need to find an axe somewhere.
No nie mów takich rzeczy mi. Macie tu siekierę? Ma tyle drewna, siekiery nie ma? Siema, sorry. Macie siekierę?
Quiet! Go away! Get out of here, but no one wants to hear your barking. Quiet! Go away!
Ups.
Get out of here, but no one wants to hear your barking. Quiet! Go away! Get out of here, mutt! No one wants to hear your barking. Quiet! Go away!
Tak będzie szybciej. Dawaj tą siekierę, Zbychu, no. Co złego to nie? Łe, a gdzieś tam włazi. Człowieku, zletymy. Cio. O kurwa, ten wstał. Człowieku, mam nadzieję, że tego nie słyszysz. Ten se tu siedzi.
Doggy. Good boy.
Nie widzisz mnie, prawda? Okej. Dziadek! Mam! Dziadek?
Say, I have this fancy maypole from Takov here if you're interested.
My God. They're going to slit the toast. Nobody's got a discount in years. You're a champ, Henry. As soon as I saw you, I knew you had it in you. I promised you something, didn't I? And I'm a man of my word.
I wouldn't expect anything less. Thanks. Happy to help.
What do you say we put one more
45
for
groszy.
8? I'd make it worth your while, of course.
Dobra,
Alright.
co byś chciał?
Why not?
Great. Now listen up. Let's really ruin their day, shall we?
I'm all ears.
Them Tacovoids grazed their sheep near the pasture they took from us, and you're going to scatter their sheep into the woods. What do you say? They'll have to herd them all back. I reckon they'll be proper pissed off.
Okay.
All right. I'm sure they won't be happy about that.
That they won't. But that's not all. Trochę's beloved son is in charge of the sheep now. You'll make him look like a complete moron.
All right.
Super plan.
That's a good plan.
Of course it is. I came up with it. The Tacovites will be doing the wash thing soon. If you manage to drive the sheep through the drying laundry, I reckon they won't be too thrilled about it. I'll even give you an extra reward.
Say, Olbram, how am I supposed to lure away Trochę's son?
You'll figure it out. Actually, wait. I've got an idea. Flip this into his food, and you'll see.
What will I see?
It's what I give to my cattle for bellyache. Trochę's lad is going to sit all over himself. And while he's gone, you'll be able to chase off his sheep.
All right. That sounds like a plan. I'm on it.
Great. But same as before, all right? Don't go killing anyone, and don't get caught.
Okay. No dalej, dalej. Cześć. Zawracaj. No wleź na to. Dobra, i do lasu was. Poszli. O. Ała. Dalej, dalej. Dobra. To już prawie umarłem. Ziomuś, wypełniłem powierzone mi zadanie.
Oh,
I'm done with the sheep.
haha, great. How did it go? Tell me.
Well, I scattered their sheep like you wanted.
That's perfect.
I also trampled their laundry, like you mentioned.
You did? That must have been quite unpleasant for them. They'll have to start over.
Alshik ran like the wind after I slipped him that specialty of yours.
What a sight that must have been.
Aye. I reckon he's still throwing up.
You've taken care of everything. You deserve a reward. And with a bit on top as well. Like I
Ale
promised,
siana.
since you did such a good job.
Haha.
Thanks, Olbram.
Don't mention it. You're a handy fella. But you could be even better. With my help, of course. They say I'm a good teacher. And listen, one more
Czego mnie
thing.
nauczysz,
We'll be
ziomuś?
meeting the Tacovites soon to discuss the pasture they stole from us. I'd like you to come with us. If you're not against it, that is.
Czego możesz mi nauczyć,
What
dziadzia?
could you teach me?
Well, I'd say I've experienced quite a lot in my long interest in life. And now, in my old age, I have much wisdom to share.
Do you have anything specific in mind?
I could help you with your craftsmanship. You know, like when you want to make something. I also spent a lot of time with animals as a child.
That sounds good. I'd love to make use of your experience and learn something new.
It'll take some time, and maybe you could give me a few gotten in return, eh?
Spoko.
Tell me how to take better care of my things. How to be more handy.
When I used to run around the house, I learned all sorts of things.
Jezu, co ty
I'll
koleś do
tell you
mnie gadasz?
something, so listen up. I won't repeat myself, so pay attention.
Dobra, dziadzia. Ucz mnie wszystkiego.
I'd like to learn a few things.
It'll take maybe
I'd really appreciate if you could show me how to train Mutt. I reckon there's all sorts of things he could help me out with.
Of course I will. Dogs are man's best friend, and they can be very useful. I won't repeat myself, so pay attention.
Dziadzia, jeszcze jak na koniku mnie nauczyć.
I'd like to learn a few.
It'll take maybe
Just tell me what to watch out for, so I don't end up like you did.
I was riding a horse before I could even walk. Now listen up. I won't repeat myself, so pay attention.
Ty nawet nie wiesz, jak bardzo się muszę skupić, żeby rozumieć, co ty do mnie gadasz. A nie chciałbyś mi oddać sobie... Przepraszam. No cześć.
Good morning to you.
Have you already taken care of your band?
Don't you start with that too.
So you didn't.
After you attacked me in Apollonia. I'm so battered I can hardly wipe my own arse. Old man Samine will just have to be a bit more patient.
What if I helped you?
Well, well. Someone fancies himself.
I can handle a few footpads.
These aren't any ordinary footpads. They're a bunch of the most depraved whoresons I've ever met. Would you dare to take them on?
Ile dasz mi?
Yeah. Just tell me what I need to do.
So listen up. From what I've heard, there's another 4 of those scum roaming the countryside. I'd bet my boots that a few more will hitch up with them in time, so it won't be easy. You can start with Canker.
Canker? Interesting name. Why is he called that?
He already had that name when he joined us. I reckon they started calling him that on account of how he's rotten to the core.
Where can I find him?
I don't know. I only know that he and his band were ambushing travelers on the road from Trochę to the Nabarkov mill.
So how do you want to find him then?
Easy. I'd wait for him to find me. With a little luck, he'll ambush you in one of those places too. Or one of his people will.
You don't have a better idea?
What did you expect? That I'd search the whole forest for him? Go ahead and try and find him that way if you like. But I think you're more likely to roll straight 6s and dice.
That's
To
enough.
mi
for me.
wystarczy.
Good luck, lad. Oh, and I almost forgot. When you're done, bring me Canker's mace. As proof.
Why? You don't trust me?
Why should I? Care.
A ja powinienem tobie? W ogóle po co ci pomagam? Niewdzięczny.
They were von
To co się
Burgos men.
stało?
Judging by the colors, they must have lured them into a trap.
Chętnie sobie was przeszukam. Co macie? Ktoś ich nie przeszukał. No?
Hello, y'all.
Dawaj go, oczek.
You wanna try me?
Zostaw mojego psa. Orzeszku. Ale nas wzięli z zaskoczenia.
Come here. Here you go. Take it.
Reckon it's been ambushed. Maybe it was Canker. Jules said Canker was robbing people in this gorge.
Pachnie, był blisko. Jup. Zapiszmy sobie, bo na chwilę to szukałem, nie powiem. Przyjrzyjmy się. Dobra! Wjazd! Mam zapisane. No ale skoro nie zauważyłeś... No cześć. Już mógłbym sobie niby iść. Jak mi udowodni, że go nie zabiłem. Ale hej, nie oszukujmy się, zabiję ich wszystkich. Czekaj, to też tutaj. No i... Co ty robisz?
We're under attack!
Co ty nie powiesz? Nie ma ucieczki. No, także to chyba byłoby na tyle. No. To nie będzie takie proste, ten tam powiedział co wiedział. A było prosto, mega. Dobra, polutuję sobie tutaj ich. I wracamy zgłosić, że pokonani. Fajne rzeczy.
Looking for something. What?
Jak mam oddać tego questa, jak mnie tu nie wpuszczacie?
Lord be with you.
I took care of Canker.
Seriously? So you brought me his mace like I told you to?
Yep.
Of course. Here you go.
Yeah, that's it. Canker's best mate. Just as filthy and slimy as its owner. Good job, Henry. Here you go. It's not much, but I won't get any more than that out of old Samine for the job.
Czy mogę zatrzymać maczugę? Nie chcę jej.
Who's next?
Hold your horses, lad. Those bastards have to be tracked down. Give me some time.
Fine. I'll stop by later.
Dobra, już wychodzę, spokojnie. Dobra, i to chyba byłoby na tyle w dzisiejszym odcinku. Długo nagrywam, już trochę jestem zmęczący, pewnie w tym odcinku słychać, bo... No cóż, w każdym razie dzięki, że obejrzeliście ten odcinek i do zobaczenia w następnych. Hej!